Hey everyone, it's been a while. I've been quite MIA, just enjoying the summer holiday. Today I'm taking you along for a restock. We came to a halal shop. First thing we got attracted by was this peanut, but it was more of a shelf than a peanut because there was more shelf than a peanut, so we just left it. Usually when you feel authentic peanut, they're quite heavy in weight, and these were just so light. Had a look around. I wasn't sure if I wanted yam or plantains, or just staring at them for a bit. One thing I love about coming into the local Asian or halal shop is you can just have a look around and pick and choose your produce instead of having them pre-packaged. This is okra or lady fingers. We got a lot of this, and I kind of like to see what's fresh or what's more young, if that makes sense, and I just go with those. I'm planning to make several meals today. Hopefully, I have the strength after a big shop. I don't know why I do this to myself. I always do like food restock and start meal prepping on the same day. I really need to change this habit of mine because it's very, very draining. I'm getting a lot of okra because I'm going to use it for various of things, and okra box is quite expensive. These are habanero peppers, and I like to put my hand in the plastic and pick and choose what I want, especially with kids. I'm holding their hands, and just for hygiene purposes, I just prefer to pick mine that way. One thing about me, I will pick or have a thorough look because you don't just want to pick your vegetables randomly. What if it's spoiled or you just pick a bad one? So I like to have a thorough look and choose what is firm, especially if you're going to store it for few weeks or days. And when I pick these tomatoes, some are for cooking, some are for salad. Therefore, I kind of like to pick a good one. Here you can buy a lot of wholesale good, like a box or carton of stuff. I wanted onions. They are quite cheap from the Asian supermarket. Those are large bags. I thought I would get them, and then I saw the little ones, and I was like, that's more ideal because I don't want to buy a big bag and keep it for a while and it starts spoiling. That was actually a medium size, and then I saw a smaller size. That's what I went with. Again, have a thorough look because some of these stuff are spoiled inside through transit. Next, I saw these aubergines, and again, I had to have a proper look and pick the ones. And I was quite lucky. This box was huge. He had big, big sizes of them, and I was very pleasant with those. Pleasantly happy with them. I was tempted to just swap my tomatoes out instead of getting the one I picked. I saw lovely bell peppers, and I decided to go with a box as well. I was quite okay for seasoning. I have some seasoning, and at the same time trying to kind reduce my consumption of Maggi, which is heavily consumed in African cuisines. So I passed that aisle and I decided to pick some eggs because we do consume this a lot. And it's cheaper here, but what I realize is that the sizes is very small compared to next the ones you station buy was the meat or protein. Here you just let them know what you want, whether you want a kilo or pound. I prefer to go with kilos. That it's much easier for me to choose what I want. Usually at the halal shop, every section is properly labeled for you to choose what you want, whether it's different part of the meat you want, you can choose that. And if you want like chicken or minced meat, these are the sections, and they are already like cut, pre-cut into different parts. While my husband chose the meat, I came to look for some fish. I had specific fish particularly I wanted. I couldn't find that. This is me still hunting for the fish I wanted. I'll call like horsetail mackerel. No, find that. I wanted to buy frozen stuff. So the next stop was farm food just for spinach and beans, and that was it. And then we went into Lidl to grab some fruit. The amount of fruit we consume is ridiculous, but Alhamdulillah, I'm happy because it has reduced my kids' consumption of chocolate. Snack more on fruit now, which I'm really happy with. Our usual shop just consists of the same thing: easy peels, apples, plum, nectarine, peach if we find that, strawberry at times. It's just the basic. The amount of apples we buy is ridiculous. This is funny. My husband picked those and I had to recheck. He didn't pick something that was kind of spoiled because it happens so many times. He picks and then we get home and you got rotten fruit and I'm like, what? I like to double check what he put in the trolley. I promise I'm not a control freak, but when it comes to fruit, I like to ensure like we are actually having good produce. Basically, this is what we got. The next video, I will show you everything that I've got and we can start cooking.